Hello, I am SwiftShadow, and this is my submission for Kingdom Hearts 3 Beginner Any %. This is on the newest patch with the Remind DLC installed, which does change quite a few things in terms of early game. It adds quite a bit of time save at the start. But it's a very cool run. I put a lot of time into it, and it's a lot of fun. Webs, no! Alright, so timing starts after this brightness confirmation. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're coming up on the... Well, you chat, you can say whatever you want. Don't worry. It's all good. Also, if anybody has any questions about the run, please ask, because I can answer them. So we're coming up on the biggest time save that having the Remind DLC adds. So in the base game, if you don't have Remind, these cutscenes going into Dive to the Heart, not these 3 that we just skipped, but the ones coming up, you cannot skip at all. So being able to skip these cutscenes saves us over 2 minutes in terms of time. So here we're playing as KH1 Sora, and then he goes away, which is good because he's an awful character, because KH1 is an awful game. And now we get to play as KH2 Sora, and we're able to dodge roll. So first option, we pick Wisdom, which is on the left side. Wisdom gets us extra MP at the start, which is nice. I can't skip the cutscene until Sora finishes firing his laser. Now we pick the one on the right side, which is Mystic, this determines our ability route. Reject because you said KH1 is bad. I mean, I'm right, though. So then we pick Mystic. That determines our ability route. So we're getting more magic-centric upgrades as our abilities as we level up. Then this third option is added in the Remind DLC. Basically, you can choose to just do the game normally, do it with easy codes, or do it with pro codes. For any %, we're going to be doing it as usual adventure, which is just the game as it normally would be. Oops. The categories haven't been decided yet, but we're assuming that the easy codes are going to be separate categories from normal any %. For whatever reason, we can't skip this cutscene. Val, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Now we have the first fight in the run. Again, starting off with shadows. If I get lucky, which I just did, we can kill them in one combo. Here we're fighting Darkseid. We want to just target his head the whole time. On the newest patch, they reduced lag of the aerial finisher, which lets us just immediately go into another combo. The one thing I don't want is to be too high above him, because then Sora does these downward slash attacks, which are a lot slower than just the normal combo. So basically, just gotta keep comboing his head until he dies. One more hit. Alright. And then there, we have some options for tutorials. The auto splitter's not working! What did I do? Wait, oh, I think I minimized OBS. That's what I did. Oopsie daisy. It should be fixed now. I don't think so anymore. Just because your recovery now is so much faster.
At long.
And now we're going into Olympus, which is the first real world. The world that we were just in is irrelevant. It will never, ever, ever show up again. So I don't know why it's there in the first place. But now we have Olympus. From beating Darkside, we also get magic. So one of the new magics exclusive to KH3 is water, which is awesome. It has 2 hitboxes on it. It has a contact hitbox and then the projectile hitbox. So a lot of the time we want to hug enemies with it and get both of the hits, the double hit. I'm kind of relying on my party members here to kill stuff. What did Donald just thunder? Was there something there? I thought he killed the shadow. And then here we have the first menu. I'm taking off Starlight because it's a DLC Keyblade and they're banned until we would get them in the run. Oops, that's not the right ability. So everything I did in that menu, I got rid of Somersault and Sonic Cleave, which are 2 flow motion abilities that I don't want to have. I got rid of Aerial Dodge, which is an air slide. It replaces your air slide in combat, and it's kind of just strictly worse in terms of any percent. I also put on Magic Combo Thrift, so when you're doing a combo of magic, each successive magic cast costs 1 less MP. I got rid of Donald's Thunder and Arrow. I got rid of 2 of Goofy's attacks. And I customized Fire, Water, and Ether on myself. Here we get some tutorials teaching us about how save points and Moogle shops work. Because conveniently, there's a Moogle and a save point right here. We're also going to hit the save point to refill MP. You'll see throughout this run, movement is incredibly cool. Flow motion is awesome. It's some of the best movement KH has ever had. So these flame cores die in 2 waters. You'll see I mix in some hits sometimes to try and get myself closer to enemies, also to conserve some MP, depending on how my party hits them. Not too bad. So, the common theme in Olympus is fire. There's a lot of fire everywhere. There's a lot of flame cores. And, of course, fire is weak to water. So, we're using a lot of water here. Fire and time loss, yes. Fire, time loss, and then resetting to not getting meteor. Also, we haven't seen it yet, and hopefully we won't see it, but flame cores have a DM that they can do, where they turn their like whole body into fire, and they fly around, and they're really mean, and it sucks a lot. That was a good fight. But we haven't seen it yet. Hopefully we won't see it. The only way that you can hit them there is if you do flow motion attacks, or water, or if Donald Blizzards them, too, because that puts water and Blizzard put them out of the DM. But only 1 flame core can DM at a time, and water, getting hit by water or blizzard stops them from DMing. My Donald's always good. It's because I treat him kindly. Here, there's an option to Trinity Sled across this, which we did with Goofy earlier. I'm kind of just going to skip that. You can also do a water into this cutscene to get some extra movement. Shoutouts to Freddy Ramo 1998. We're also going to refill some MP there, but not all of our MP. We don't want to have all of our MP. Because we want to put ourselves into MP charge after this fight. So, I'll explain MP after this fight. We do a flow motion spin on the pole to get all the enemies grouped up, and then just want to water them. But MP, each magic cast costs MP, in our little blue MP bar there. And when you run out of MP, you get put into MP charge, which is a period of time where you can't use magic at all, because you're out of MP. And then the MP charge gradually goes away over time. So there's times throughout the run where we'll specifically put ourselves in MP charge in certain spots, knowing that after a certain movement section, our MP charge will run out, and we'll be back at full MP. Here we're going to do another menu. We broke that statue to get access to a magic ring chest, so here I'm going to put ethers on, and put on our magic ring. Shoutouts to Logic for this sick movement, which kind of got ruined a little bit because they changed auto-target in this most recent patch. So you target things that are much further away than we used to. Here we're taking a Trinity Sled, and then we're gonna super slide off this wall, and super slide off this wall. I'm gonna lock on attack into that guy, because it's fast. Since when do I sled here? Since everybody bullied me for not doing this sled. Now Flame Cores die to 2 hits and 1 water because we have Magic Ring on, which boosts our magic. We also get access to situation commands here. So situation commands, they're taken from the best KH game, 0.2. But basically, as we do hits and magic, we build up arrows on the bottom left. And once we fill up all of our arrows, we get commands. So there's Grand Magic, which you get, it's like the next tier of magic after the spell that you just cast, if you do primarily magic. And then Keyblade transformations, which are kind of like BBS command styles. If you do physical attacks or a mix of different types of magic. I'm gonna Magnet Burst here, shoutouts to Freddy again, to draw the enemies in, and then do a water up. Yo, Itty, what's up? I don't do Itty movement anymore, I'm sorry. Not a bad building fight. Here, I'm gonna do a super slide off this wall. Let me go here. I want to super slide off this wall. And since I started this combo, I won't lose second form. It's gonna refresh a little bit here. I'm in a weird position. This gives us our first introduction of attraction flows. When you see that green circle of an enemy, that's an attraction flow. When you hit it, you get an attraction. Which we just got Pirate Ship. It's very good because if we do it in a certain way here, the rock troll won't stagger. So he kind of just takes a lot of damage from it. Am I dropping frames? Probably. My internet's been a bit scuffed today. But I'm local recording, so everything should be okay. Yeah, Freddy does cancel that Magna Burst. So then you don't do the damage and just get the grouping up, which is nice. Didn't Goofy Bomb? Goofy Bomb's bad. No, I dropped a ton of frames in Rock Troll. Definitely. Hopefully it's... I don't know what it's doing. It's just like randomly dropping to like 1k on my bitrate at certain points, and then I'll just drop frames for a few seconds and it'll be fine. Alright, and then here, shoutouts to II Salad. We have a jump that we can do. The water cores! We have a jump that we can do to grab the sledge, which skips going around. We can also release from walls a bit early to get some height. Shout out to Arims for DMing me about wall releases more because I wasn't doing them as much as I should. Shoutouts to a lot of people. There's a lot of people who put time into this run. It's crazy. Here, we have some cool movement. I don't know who found this. This was before my time. This was like week 1 speedruns. But by doing air slides and then canceling with attack, we're able to go straight into another air slide to preserve our height, and it skips a forced fight that we would have to do against some water cores. Alright, and then here I'm going to take another menu. We picked up a chest for Water Cufflink, which is extremely powerful. So we're putting that on now. I'm also putting on some other abilities. I put on Lucky Strike for Goofy. I put on MP Haste for Donald. MP Haste and Fire Boost, I believe. What did I do for myself? I did something for myself. We did some stuff. I took off damage control. I equipped MP Haste and something. Treasure Magnet? I don't know. Here we're going up to Rock Titan. Gotta run up the wall. We can skip the cutscene when we line up with that patch of foliage on the wall there. Sora also runs faster when he's running diagonally than straight. Shoutouts to Tenko for timing that and DMing me about that. Alright. On the way to Rock Titan. So he's gonna drop a lot of rocks on us from up above. We gotta avoid them. And I'll go into Water Cuff Link here. So Water Cuff Link, that item we just picked up, is extremely powerful. It gives us water boosts, so our waters do 20% more damage. And more importantly, it gives us access to Waterza, which is the 4th tier of magic. This Rock Titan is the worst Rock Titan I have had in months. Oh my god. But you'll see how much damage Waterza does. It's a bit ridiculous. Jesus. At least I get second form so I can do the Dessa stuff. Oh no. Oh my god, this Rock Titan. Ew! It's fine? It's fine. Everything's fine. This is a good showing so far. So let me climb up Rock Titan's head. I'm gonna do 2 water. Shoutouts to Webs for this. Because I didn't know about this positioning until watching him. I'm gonna fall off Rock Titan. But he's the one I saw do that positioning first, and it's good. I'm going into Mountain Coaster. Mountain Coaster will kill at a little under those 2 blocks, so I'm gonna do a little bit more damage. Wait, oh wait, there was a question. Am I doing Higher Focus or Skull? No. No, I'm not. Because I still haven't practiced it. I lost so much time to that Rock Titan. That was actually really bad. Oh well. Oh, it missed the split too. Here's some new stuff that I believe Dessa found. But basically if we go... Crit does this. They have it a lot easier because they have level 3 Air Slide from the beginning, so Air Slide is faster, and they have a lot easier time and movement than we do. But if we're able to preserve second form going into this fight, I need MP. So then I'm gonna do waters here. 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna make it. A bit sloppy on that movement, so I won't have second form here. But if we were able to conserve it, we would be able to stun impact bulls at the very beginning, which is nice. Instead, I just have to... I'm gonna get destroyed. That fire should stagger them, and then hopefully the waters will keep them staggered. Waters then will break armor. Then I'm just gonna buzzsaw off to try and kill more, because I'm super low on MP. That could have been way worse. It's fine. Are we doing double arrow guns in Andy's room? Absolutely, if I get it. Really bad Olympus so far, but that's fine. So no reset. And so here we're going on the way to Double Titan, which can be one of the worst fights in this world. Stators and Double Titan are probably the 2 worst fights. Also, something I haven't pointed out, but has been happening, is air slide chaining. So basically, every time that you do an air slide when you're close to the ground, I was supposed to super slide first. Every time that you do an air slide when you're close to the ground, particularly when you're on an incline, there's a small window where you're able to input another air slide, and it will immediately do the air slide like on the ground, and you can chain that multiple times. It's our fastest form of movement throughout the run. It's very, very good. Shoutouts to Sonic for this movement, with air stepping up here. It's awesome. way nicer than what we used to do. Alright, Double Titan. We also just got Shot Locks. With Shot Locks, they're from PBS. Basically, you target an enemy with your Shot Lock reticle. And then you do a bunch of projectiles on them. Each Keyblade has a different kind of Shot Lock. We also have Air Stepping, which we just did in movement. It's like Shot Lock, but movement-wise with flow motion instead. Here I'm gonna do Waters to try and stagger Lava Titan, then jump back to Ice Titan, so that I'm getting the contact damage on Ice Titan and the projectile damage on Lava Titan. Herc rocked me, that's fine. And then Waters, if they're both towards the center, will hit both, which is also very nice. I'm going into Carousel here, which is another attraction. And the goal here is to stagger Lava Titan when he comes out. When he goes red like that, he's invulnerable. So he went invulnerable. I can stagger him out of the invulnerability here. And then he will stagger to every hit now because he hit his stagger endurance. And he dies. So now we just have to finish off Ice Titan. Which I should get Waters here. Okay, and then I can get something fun for Wind Titan. So now we have Tornado Titan. Tornado Titan is one of the biggest time saves in the entire run, if it goes the way it's supposed to. So, party members have certain attacks that they can give you. The chance of them giving you an attack goes up if you're near them, the longer that you're near them. But that doesn't reset between these two fights, and we don't really have a way of manipulating the party members' positions in the last fight. So, what we want here is not Goofy Bombardier, we want Donald Meteor, because if we get Donald Meteor, we can use it when he goes to shoot the buildings out at us, and it does about 3 bars worth of damage. A little over 3 bars worth of damage. So we can immediately kill him with it. But you have to get extremely lucky to get it. Otherwise, we have to do this longer sequence, which is how the fight normally goes. But it's sad. So here when I get close to him, I can do a dive down attack. And then I'm gonna hit air slide, hit air slide, hit air slide, hit and do Waters, so the hit brings me close to him. Then I'll do Waters the second form. And then again, keep doing Waters, and he will give us Blaster Blaze. I'm gonna do Waters until I get Waters and then go into Blaster Blaze. And then the Blaster Blaze finish will kill him. But that's Olympus. It's a very hard world to go fast in, because the mistakes are extremely punishing, and you're very limited in what you can do. But it's one of my favorite worlds in the whole run. It's a lot of fun. We also, in KH tradition, we get Keyblades upon beating worlds. The Keyblades are based on the world that we just beat. So we get Hero's Origin, which is good. Also, on the note of Keyblades, each Keyblade has a different kind of transformation. So, whereas Kingdom Key has second form, which is basically, it's an homage to KH2 Sora. Hero's Origin is Counter Shield, which is extremely good, and we'll see it be used in the next worlds. This is also, leaving worlds is a wonderful time for donations. It's a lot of downtime. Here we have Demon Tower. He's back from 0.2, and we get to play as Riku. So we do a Thunder there to build arrows, because it kills a bunch of shadows. And I'm gonna do Thundaza and cancel the animation into Double Duel. Shoutouts to Val for telling me what order to do those commands in. And then Mickey kinda just carries us. He does so much damage, and we just spam Thunder, and Demon Tower dies. Don't make fun of my 22. You guys are so mean. Here, we get our first link. We get a heart binder that gives us access to links. That gives us the Meow Wow Link. Meow Wow is a Dream Eater from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. He's also objectively the best Link in the entire game. Anybody who says otherwise is just wrong. Like Jordan, right here in chat, being wrong. Thanks for your incorrect opinion, Jordan. And now we go into the gummy ships. These are the best gummy ships the KH series has ever had. They're so good. It's a lot more free roam, open world-esque. There's chances to pick up money. There's been quite a bit of routing that's gone into this. Shoutouts to Riz, Hess, Dodge, quite a few other people who worked on finding the best gummy routes. You like nominate your words don't matter? So, gummies as well are a great downtime for donations. Because at this point, they're basically auto-scrollers, for the most part, outside of gummy skips, which we'll get into on the way to the next world. But ideally here, we just want to destroy as many asteroid meteor things as we can, and hopefully get fluorite, because fluorite is used to upgrade Keyblades, and that cuts out a chest that we would have to pick up if we are to get one here. And now we're at Twilight Town. Twilight Town's a cool world. It's from Chain of Memories, KH2, the good games. No fighting. But yeah, we have Twilight Town. It also brings back Dusks, which are nobodies from KH2. So here at the start of this fight, we're gonna get tutorials for, like, links. Teach us how to do it. Here I'm gonna build up Waterza, because as you've seen before, Waterza is extremely good. Then we're gonna air step back here and do buzzsaws, which are full motion attacks that get triggered when you're surrounded by a group of enemies. They build commands insanely quickly. So we do buzzsaws with Hero's Origin. Shoutouts to Val for this entire fight, because he's the Twilight Town god. And then we're gonna do Pirate Ship to hopefully kill everything. But we need to get Counter Shield in this pre-fight for Demon Tide, so that we have it for the next boss. And yes, I did just say Demon Tide. The final boss of 0.2 shows up in this world, because for some reason Square thought that that was a good idea. I don't know why. Alright, so now we have Demon Tide. You all remember him as the amazing boss at the end of 0.2. Here, I want to get Waterza in second form. I got both. I'm lucky. Yay. And then I'm just going to do Waters until he attacks. So the way that Counter Shield works is you can guard attacks. When you guard one attack, you get a punch that you can do. When you guard two attacks, you get a flurry that you can do, which does a ton of punches. And then we're able to cancel the flurry by going into another form, which is why we want to build second form. And by canceling the flurry, or going into the form as soon as the flurry finishes, we're able to save that flurry. It doesn't take it away from us. So then we can immediately go into it again without doing the blocks. I believe it was BB that found that. I could be wrong on that, but I'm almost 100% sure it was Bloody Biscuits who found that. What's up, Spud? How's it going? Run's going alright so far. What's up, Sage? How's it going? Alright, then we get to do some cool flow motion sewer movement. Shoutouts to Itty for his insane flow motion optimizations throughout this run. It's great. Auto-target does make that sewer a little bit worse, because it makes one of those Sonic Slashes a bit weird. Here we're gonna do shot locks on the ones on top. So they brought Power Wilds back for some reason. We're gonna shot lock the ones on top, and then we're gonna go here and shot lock the ones that are on the ground now. Ooh. Okay, That's fine. That tree might block some of this. Block more than some of it. That's fine though. Okay. Then I'm gonna go into the center here and do fires into Magnet Burst. And then here, I'm just gonna air step up to this guy so that I can get Splash Run. And then I'll Magnet Burst and cancel it into the Splash Run. Shoutouts to Logic for this strat as well. It's very good. Unfortunately, I had a few live. But what can you do? Oh, I had more. Wow. That's really bad then. I think there were like 4 that survived that. Jeez, that's unlucky. Alright, and then here, we're gonna pick up this chest, which is an ether. Then I'm gonna air step up here. Shoutouts to Val for this air step. I air stepped to the wrong branch, but it still worked. Shoutouts to Val. And then here, air step again. And then we want to hopefully chain some air slides. I can't chain air slides. I'm going to refill some MP here. Val, that strat is amazing. It's so good. So we refilled some MP to get, so that we can do water at the start of the next fight, to get water set again. What's up, Sid? Thank you for the good luck. So then here I'm going to do 3 dodge rolls into an air slide to get into the front of the mansion. We have our mansion fight. 0.2 is really good. Alright, so then here I'm going to do waters to try and build Waterza. And then I want to Waterza one of the ones in the middle. That was not one of the ones in the middle because it jumped back. I'm gonna try and just spawn in the next wave. Okay. And then shoutouts to Dessa. We do Magnet Burst and cancel it into teacups to suck everything in. I took that a bit slow to try and spawn in the next wave because I didn't get the wave spawn in at the start because the Waterza was pretty bad. And then back through the sewers. Gotta get back to the town. And again, good downtime for donations on this walk back, because it's mostly just movement. Here we have Ingredient Collection, which is actually a really cool part of the run. Quite a few people routed this. Wyatt, Dessa, myself, other people. Snap did stuff with it. A lot of runners have taken different tries at this route, and we've happened upon something. Itty as well, yes. We've happened upon something that's pretty good. So in that section we have to collect 9 ingredients, and we do it pretty quickly. Here we get a classic Kingdom minigame, which we'll never ever see in this run. And we get Shooting Star, which is a nice Keyblade. So here, I'm gonna replace Hero's Origin with Shooting Star. That's the only time we're using Hero's Origin. It has its moment in the spotlight for just a tiny bit of time. We're gonna let Kairi talk because she was worthwhile in the DLC. But you can skip that cutscene before she starts talking. It's not that I wasn't paying attention. It was calculated. And now we're leaving to go to Toy Box. I'm gonna do something here. I'm enabling custom button assignments. So I have custom button assignments set up to remap L3 and triangle. So triangle triggers L3. Because we have a frame perfect trick coming up at the end of this gummy mission. And having triangle do L3 makes it quite a bit easier. I got a fluorite. I should have skipped the ones in the woods. Here we go into a fight and then back out because it gives us back our boosts. Every time you go into a fight and leave out, you get 3 boosts back. A date org. And then here, we do a drive-by picture. Shout out to Val again. To get the Moogle ship. I believe it was Angsmaster who originally used Moogle ship. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's who it was who used it at first. But Moogle ship is faster than Highwind. Here we have Gummi Skip. So it's a frame-perfect camera input or U-turn input going into this fight. That lets us break out of the fight. It's hard, and every time that you fail, you have to abandon the fight and go back in. No. Yo, Logic! Thank you for the host. I hope Dragon Quest is treating you well.
Let's see.
Third try's not too bad. So that is a frame perfect trip. Frame perfect trick. Gummy ships run at 30 FPS instead of 60 though. But it is frame perfect. And that lets us break out of the boss fight and just skip having to do the fight. So we can go straight into the world. Thank you for the good luck, Logic. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good sleep, Logic. Alright, now we have Toy Box. Toy Box is a cool world. Shoutouts to Itty for double arrow guns. So here I'm gonna do 1 hit, and then waters. And I can do up to 9 waters here. Also, shoutouts to Val for this fight. I'm gonna Waterza here, and then go double arrow guns, Ether, and Meow Wow. I'm gonna jump here to make sure that I spawn in the next wave, because I didn't get it spawned in. And now the wave is spawned in. So I'll do Meow Wow finisher, and then go into Teacups. But having double arrow guns from this fight is very nice, because it helps with movement later. Here we do a shop. We're buying chocolate mousse, which is food. We're buying ethers, and we're buying tents. Then we're also going to upgrade shooting star once, which gets it 1 extra magic. Postcards are a 50% chance when exiting a shop. I didn't do the Sonic Slash. I need to do the Sonic Slash to not have that delay. And then we can do Blizzard to go to the toy store. So Toy Box's big gimmick are Gigas. They're gigantic mechs which you can pilot. So a lot of the fights involve using a Giga here. This fight starts you off in a Giga. Again, some good downtime for a donation here, because this load in particular is quite long. So we got a tutorial on how Gigas work. We're using a blue Giga. Each Giga has a different triangle command that it can do. Blue Gigas have exploders, which use these 2 sets of exploders that come out on the shoulders. I'm gonna kill some of the toy soldiers here. That exploder is the purple mech that'll spawn in the next wave. I want to shoot the red mech because it has the most health. It jumped away because I was impatient. I'm gonna exploders this purple mech because I can kill the red mech with shots now. Exploders this purple mech. Shoot the toy soldiers. And then kill the blue mech. There's one more. Oh god, Goatnord 3 water strat? Yikes. Here we're gonna do a blizzard and then air slide off of it so that we can air step to the Giga. And we can fly up here, all the way up, to get our next broken item, the Fire Cufflink. It's like Water Cufflink, but for fires. What was that super slide? Oh my goodness. Here, we take the Red Giga. Red Giga is more physical based, so it has a tackle that does a lot of damage. And its punches also do a good amount as well. Here I'm gonna go for a double tackle. I got it. And now we're going up into the vents. This is where having double arrow guns helps quite a bit. So I'm gonna Blizzard, and then I can jump off, switch Keyblades, double flight, and then come up here. So here there's a fan that blows you up, but we don't even have to worry about the fan cycle because we have arrow guns to double flight. Again, shoutouts to 80 for the arrow gun movement. Having arrow guns also makes the chest pickups slightly faster because the pickup animation is faster when you're in a form. And then here we're gonna refill MP at this save. And then here, I can do a super slide, Sonic Slash, into the cutscene. Having arrow guns also gives us high jump, which is nice. And then here I'm gonna Blizzard. Again, shoutouts to Itty for this sick, swaggy movement.
Is this it?
To be able to double flight up onto this record player. And then we have to talk to this frog guy. Now we do another menu, and we also get to use food for the first time. So here, I'm equipping the Fire Cufflink we just picked up. I'm giving Donald Water Cufflink and Gold Amulet. I'm putting on Aerial Recovery, Unison Fire combo, plus Fire Boost, and then eating Chocolate Mousse. Chocolate Mousse gives us +1 magic. The food lasts for 20 minutes. It's gonna last all the way through this world, through Corona, and we'll eat again in Monstropolis. I'm gonna do one hit at the start there, to hopefully get arrow guns here. She's eating my fires. Angelic Amber's hitbox is weird. It's very weird. I have to do another hit because I didn't get arrow guns the first time around. But like her hands can just block fires as well. There's certain parts of her body where if she's hit there, she just won't take damage. But I need to get arrow guns here, which is why I was doing those hits. And then I need to go into arrow guns before this fight ends, otherwise I'll lose it. But again, explaining cufflinks, Fire Cufflink gives us fire boosts, so our fires do more damage. And it also gives us access to the Firaza situation command, which is incredibly powerful in early game. So fire is now our main tool of dealing with pretty much everything for the rest of the run. Shoutouts to me and to Crystal for this double arrow gun strat. So mini UFO, its HP bar is hit based, and double arrow gun's auto shot does an incredible amount of hits. Shoutouts to Yida for that double flight. And then we're gonna air slide over to here. And again, shoot UFO. As long as you're like centered on UFO, what hit it? Whoa. As long as you're centered on UFO, it will like auto-snap, auto-lock-on to it when it teleports away, which is extremely nice. There's a chest here that a few losers pick up, but we're not going to do that because we're actually cool. And then we're gonna go to Verum Rex.
Said Rex was in the video game section.
Oh no, oh no, and then I don't get the ledge grab. That's what I get, it's karma. No, that chest is a petite ribbon. It sells for 750 money. It's the best optional accessory to pick up in the entire run, because it gets you just about 4 ethers. So it's really good for safety, but it's not necessary. Yeah, the karma. Okay, this is Verum Rex. Shout out to Snap, Dessa, myself, a lot of other runners. There's a Japanese runner who had a good Verum Rex strat as well, but it's too inconsistent to go for it in any % run. So here, we're gonna wait until these mechs spawn near the bomb, blow up the bomb, and then these will fall into the trap floor. Then we're gonna... Exploders, the Prime Mechs. Now we have to kill the Prime Mechs. So we'll kill him. I'm gonna jump and shoot this bomb in the back. Then I'll shoot this bomb. Then I'm gonna fly back and shoot this bomb. And then we're gonna explode this one. And now we have the golden mech. So I'm gonna fly over to the center. And then we're just gonna exploders him and shoot him. Oh, he's flying, he's moving. Now he'll go gold. I'm gonna exploders him out of this charge. I did not get full damage on that, but it doesn't matter, because I can still sub one. Etchy's been summoned. Now we get the Pixel Heart Binder, which gives us the Wreck-It Ralph link, which is the absolute worst link in the game. It's terrible. It has absolutely no use. And you might be misled by some heathens, but it's a bad link. Here we're gonna do a menu, put Magic Ring on, and put on High Jump. And I moved, because I'm bad, and then we can air step to that. I believe Logic found that air step. Shoutouts to Logic. And then we're going back out to the world map. Shoutouts to Den and the level 1 boys for our reroute here. We're gonna go into the information here to unlock Moogle Ship. And then we're leaving from this waypoint. Equipping Moogle Ship. And going. The Moogle Ship is slightly faster than Highwind. Yo, people, what's up? Yeah, this is amazing, chat. I love it. Some good commentary too. Alright, so then we're hitting this boost and going into the nebula. Again, shoutouts to Riz for the incredible work he done on the gummi route. And then here, as I come out of this nebula, I'm gonna do another boost, and that'll get me into Corona. Alright, and now we have Kingdom of Corona. It's the world from Tangled, which is a good movie. And hopefully, if Donald shows up today, and he's nice, I get to show some cool stuff. With a consistent strat, that's very good. We can skip this cutscene in the black as soon as the saving indicator shows up. And then here I'm gonna dodge roll forward, and ether buffer Meow Wow. And use Meow Wow finish to just nuke everything. And then if Donald's on screen, he is. But he let me down. He didn't give me Unison Fire. So one of the abilities we equipped in the last world is Unison Fire. It is a finisher that we get by being near Donald that Donald wants to give it to us. And it does a fire spin around us, which is incredibly strong. It's very good and consistent as long as Donald wants to do it. Here I'm going to customize Thunder and Arrow. And we're going. Alright. Now here, we have to go to the tower. And we can change some air slides here. Kobe died! Wait, what? Oh no. That's really sad. And now we're coming up into the Chief Puffs fight,
isn't such a good idea.
which is where we'll see our first usages of Arrow, which is an incredibly good spell on these guys. Aw, that's not a jump. I was holding on one. Well, I got arrow guns, that's nice. I get double arrow guns. I got the double arrow guns. Good. So, the Chief Puffs and these smaller puff things die to Arrow pretty well. Arrow removes armor on the Chief Puffs as well. It just instantly removes it, which is awesome. So it's our primary spell that we use here, as you can see. Not too bad of a fight, especially for how the opening went. Yeah, not bad at all. I was supposed to jump at the start. I did a fire, because I accidentally started pressing L1 too soon. Here you've got some more air step movement. Pretty cool air step movement.
Dandelions.
No, Rapunzel. No, she got stuck.
Look.
What's up, Dan? Thank you for the host. We can skip that cutscene as soon as Rapunzel starts moving her hands.
I think Rapunzel's found something.
Here I'm gonna lock onto the Chief Puff and do the attack air slide, like we did earlier in the run. What in the world? Oh my god! Auto targets destroyed. Jesus. And then here we're gonna hit this monkey. So, if I didn't mention it before, auto-target got changed in the newest patch. And the target range is way bigger than it should be now. Now we're against Reaper Nobodies. They can be extremely annoying, because they can just iframe things that aren't fire. And fire's also not the best spell at tracking stuff.
I really don't like what that guy said.
Alright.
Yeah, we better find Rapunzel before he does.
And then we're gonna air step to this branch. I can't Sonic Splash off of it because the target... The way it works now, it would take me to the side. I'm gonna do a Blizzard here, and then I can Super Side Sonic Slash and do another Blizzard. And again, Super Slide. Gonna refill some MP here. Also, one of the things that the new patch changed is Arrow doesn't put you into full motion anymore unless you have Super Jump.
I think I see something.
So, we used to arrow those posters, thanks to Dessa, because you could immediately Super Slide off of them. But now that it doesn't put you into flow motion, you don't get the Super Slide, you just get an Air Slide, so it's not worth going for anymore. Then here, I believe it was Yida who found this lock-on. I could be wrong though. But lock-on attack up to this monkey. And then we're going over here to pick up the Damascus chest.
Now where's Rapunzel?
You can still do the arrow jump, it boosts you up, it just doesn't put you into flow motion. You just have to make sure your arrow is actually high enough now, because you don't get super jump off of it, you just get like a tiny boost.
Would you look at this?
It's so pretty.
How about we stop for a second and enjoy the scenery?
So then here again, I'm gonna thunder these posters because they brought money.
But we need to scale these cliffs.
Well, then let's look for a way
And then I'm
out.
arrowing. Whoa, that was way further back than I wanted it to be. Okay. Oh, I messed that up. There we go. I like turned around as I went to do the arrow. Yikes. jump, Sora. No. Okay, and then we grab this lunch.
Sora, this looks like a good place to cross.
Then we want to go back into this cave to pick up another Damascus. Damascus are Keyblade upgrade materials. Yeah.
Come on.
Internet's kind of scuffed. But...
Let's swing across and look for a path.
And then here, we're gonna use Meow again, because Meow is the best link. As you can see from how many times we've used him. Other people are gonna say other links are better, but they're wrong. They're trying to mislead you. Do not listen to the false prophets. One more jump. And then the Meow finisher kills everything. I don't remember who found this. Does anyone remember who found this so I can shout them out? Because I don't remember. And then here we're gonna do a 24 with Kingdom Key. Because shooting Star Shotlock at the start doesn't really hit Chaos Carriage. Because he only takes damage on his head. Not the rest of his body. And shooting Star Shotlock moves you forward. Here I'm gonna Ether. And then we're running away. And we're gonna use the worst link in the run. Ralph. Mr. Wreck-It Ralph. Don't be misled by the damage he did. He's actually really bad. And then again, more fires to finish him off. Thank you for the good luck, Wyatt. Here we're gonna do another arrow jump to get up to this Mage's Earring chest. And then shoutouts to Val for this tech with the cure that I failed.
Look, I see some birds.
You do super jump menu now?
This way.
I might do it. Because I can't do the movement I wanted to do
They must have startled
anymore
them.
because they nerfed wall run attack. And I saw Yita's movement that he does there as well. That looks good.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
And then we go down here. And we can air step to the branches as we go. Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it. I was aiming way lower than I should have been. Yes, you can skip birds. Birds are bad. We've always skipped birds. Ooh, I don't have full MP. That should be fine though.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
Hey, is that a plaza up at the end of
Yeah,
the
some
street?
other runners equipped Steeper Jump there. Etchi was the main one who started doing it
I bet you there's a
and
lucky
advocated for its usefulness. Edie, you didn't really do birds, did you? Oh no. Oh no, we can't skip that cutscene. No.
This is so fun. Keep dancing.
No. Yeah. But if you cure into the cutscene, it carries you forward a little bit. And it puts you in MP charge as well.
This is so fun. Keep dancing.
This is a wonderful time for donations as well. Because this is just a dancing minigame. Which, it's been routed, it's nice, it goes quickly, and it's actually a really fun minigame.
Keep dancing. This is so fun! Keep dancing! This is so fun!
And that's the dance! And we get a magic boost from it, which is really nice. And now we have the second Reaper fight. Again, the Reapers die to 4 fires, as long as all the fires hit the Reapers that we actually want to hit. Or 3 fires if Donald fires one of them. Here I have to kill 3 Dusks to spawn in the next wave. And then I'm gonna magic carousel. And if I get lucky here... I didn't get lucky. If I got lucky, I could have gotten a hit on the Reapers as well with that carousel. Not too bad. Rusty Astral Chain Race? I don't think so today. I think if I play more games today, it'd be Limit Cut. Limit Cut's awesome. Limit Cut's really cool. Right. Again, great time for downtime here. It's just like 40 seconds worth of cutscene skips and loading. Good time for donations. Or for explaining what's gonna happen. Coming up next. So here, again, we're running to the tower. Because Rapunzel and Flynn stuff. Everybody go watch Tangled. Another air step here. And then again here, do another air step.
Is it just me, or are the heartless multiplied?
So there's 2 more fights left in this world. Here, I'm gonna do an air slide, and then lock on attack. And I can air slide out of that as well. And then again, more air steps. That sent me the wrong way. And here we're using Meow again, because Meow is the best Link in the entire game. And I got the double hit. So basically the jump removes armor on the Chief Puffs, because it has an arrow property to it. And then the finish kills everything. Now it's Ralph's moment to shine. Humongous shoutouts to Deninator for finding this setup, because it's amazing. So we use Ralph here, and we do a very specific build. So we need to build a block that faces upward, then a block that faces downward, and then I'm gonna build this in front of the tower. And when she slams down on me, we finish. Ah, I should have built the triple block as the last one. We'll shot lock this. Did part of it whiff? Ah, okay. I couldn't see. And now we get Ever After, which is the best Keyblade in the game. For any percent. We're gonna be using it for the entire rest of the run, because it's amazing. It's very, 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 very good. We're also going to go back into Corona here to pick up a magic boost, which is only accessible after we finish the worlds. Imagine slandering Riven. Riven's bad. It's not worthwhile. I am bad. That's true.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around here.
So here we have to go to this barrel here that we perform on, and it'll move the crowd of people next to this chest. It also gets us a ton of money. So then we can pick up the magic boost here. And then here, I'm putting on Ever After, I'm putting on a Refocuser, I'm putting on Mage's Earring, Rune Ring, Water Boost, Super Jump, and I'm using the 2 magic boosts. I didn't get my Super Jump off that. And then here, I'm gonna upgrade Ever After. Because it's the Keyblade that we're going to be using for the rest of the run. This is also why we picked up those two Damascus in this world, so that we could get Ever After upgraded 4 times in this menu. It's Ever After level 5, because it starts off with 1 upgrade. Damasci. That sounds weird. And now we're going back to Toy Box to finish it off, because we left after Verum Rex, so that we could get these magic boosts, because it helps with the rest of the world. I sound weird? I do, I'm sick. I'm sorry. Alright, so now we're going into Kids Corral. That's not Blizzard.
Sora, look! That must be the window Sarge mentioned.
And then there's a set of blocks in front of us there that we don't actually need to move. That just opens the door to leave. I'm gonna kill this red mech. We come over here. I'll exploders the blue mech, and then start shooting the red mech. Yeah, we leave so that we can have the magic increase for Kids Corral too, which makes Meow Wow better. Shoutouts to Den. And I believe Value tested that as well. So, the Kids Corral fights, we have to build something? I don't know what it is. It's something. It's like a green cactus thing. I don't know what it's a reference to, but it's something.
Hey, there's some over there.
So that we can climb up to the vents. And then we can air slide, dash back, get out of our mech, air slide forward to get space from the mech, jump and Meow Wow. And Meow Wow just kills things because our magic is so high now. And then we gotta punch these guys. The 2 cameras. What's up, Heltic? Good Kids Corral 2. Having 2 live isn't bad. So we can leave the mech, air slide through here, and then air step over here to the purple mech, which is the one mech type that we haven't used yet. And purple mech has super big beefy cannons that we get to use. Also, shoutouts to Dessa. If you leave your mech and go back into your mech, it instantly refreshes your triangle heal. So then we can immediately cannons again. But now I just gotta clean up whatever didn't die. And we finish our green spiky boy. our big green spiky boy. I wonder what it is. I don't know. And then I'm gonna run off the side here onto his arm, so then I can super jump off his arm and super slide. I've never had the game crash there. I know people have talked about it crashing, but I've never had it happen. And now we have our boss fight, King of Toys. King of Toys, this is where you get to see the power of Ever After Shotlock. It's very, very, very good, and you actually get to see the power of it now because we can see health during Shotlocks. I don't know why I went for a Shotlock there. But we need 3 Shotlocks and 1 Thunder. Ooh, the building's in the way. Oh, Crispy and Ninten both crashed. Yeah, I hadn't seen the crash there. I'd heard people talk about it. And I know that it drops frames like crazy. And that's Toy Box done. Now we're on the way to Monstropolis. Monstropolis is one of the hardest worlds in the entire run. Ever After Shotlock hits way too hard. It's kind of crazy. And we got Favorite Deputy, which we're never gonna use. It does see use in other categories. But not this one. Namely Plat. And Crit in level 1 use it for Grab Collection. And again, another big portion of downtime, really good for donations here. But we are going to pick up Endymion, which is the next gummy ship that we're going to be using. And we're going to use it for the rest of the run, because it's extremely fast. And even though this detour looks like it takes a while, and it does take quite a while, it's way faster to do this now and pick up Endymion, and have it for the rest of the run, than to not get Endymion. We're also triggering a waypoint here, which we're going to use later, when we go to Arendelle and to Caribbean as well. Alright, we're almost there. There it is.
Let's see.
And so that gets us Endymion. I'm gonna go into the information and unlock it. And then go to world map. And now we're using Endymion for the rest of the run.
Nice.
I need to change that split. Somehow. Because my pre-order theme is too close to how the loading screens work. So, it's splitting on that now, because the images are too similar. But as you can see, Endymion's extremely fast, and I'm a wonderful driver. A wonderful gummy pilot. We also enabled custom button assignments again, because Gummy Skip is making its return on this boss, the Dread Shark. Not good. Okay, third try again. This time with U-turn instead of camera. Third try's not too bad. Gummy skip's one of those things that can kind of just snowball out of control. Once you start missing it, and then you get antsy about it, and mess up the timing on it, and then get more antsy about the fact that you're missing it more. Val, I hope your dinner's good. Alright, now we're in Monstropolis. This is one of the places that the magic boost we pick up in Corona really shows a difference. So here, there's a big toad guy, and we're gonna shot lock him. And then after the shot lock, we're gonna go into Meow Wow. And because we got that extra magic boost from Corona, Meow Wow one-shots floods. Otherwise, they would be left at like 1 HP, or just about that. I would need another hit to kill.
Feel much better when Boo's
Up
back
until
in
we
her
hit
own room.
the next level here, which we get in the next fight. Here, we're gonna do another shop, buy Koopa Coin, buy 2 fresh fruit compotes, and buy ethers. Koopa Coin is mostly just for safety. It lets us be a bit more aggressive on a few fights, just because we don't have to worry about dying as much then. Here I'm gonna Meow Wow again, and again, Meow Wow one-shots. Because our magic stat is high enough. And I'm gonna air step to the back here. Shot lock these 2 toads. And then, if I'm lucky, Mike will throw his ether on me. He threw it late, so I used my own ether anyways. And then Meow Wow to kill floods. In both of these fights, I've gotten trolled by 1 flood. That's fine. Oh, I forgot I had time save here because I had to do the Keyblade upgrade. Here we're gonna do a menu. Tent. And eat.
I wonder where Boo's
Fresh Fruit Compote gives us an extra magic, and it gives us a tiny bit more MP than what Chocolate Mousse does. I think it's like an extra 2 MP. Now we're seeing our first instance of rails. So Sora on rails can shoot things, and you can also super slide. The super slide scales with whatever your super slide level is. And it's also faster on these rails to be doing super slides. And now we have door fight. So here I'm gonna go Meow Wow. Meow Wow will one-shot everything in this first wave. And then I'm gonna try and build up Aerosa, just using arrows. One of the perks that we got from upgrading Ever After is access to the Aerosa situation command. And now that I got it, I'm gonna shot lock the stuff that's still alive. And shoutouts to OSnap for this Aerosa. It just destroys both of the 2 waves that spawn there. And ends the fight extremely quickly. But a lot of people have put in work in this world. Snap, Crystal, Pest, myself, Logic, and quite a few others as well.
Nice.
But those are the main people that I can think of off the top of my head. I know when I was learning this run, I learned a lot from watching Snap do Monstropolis. And then Crystal and I spent a good amount of time working on it as well. And Pests as well. And Saiyans. Yes, Saiyans as well. Saiyans compiled like the best of everything. almost done with the second rail. There's 2 thunder guys that spawn here. Nice, I didn't get hit, that's good. And the 5 fire guys. It did a good amount of stuff with movement, too. With Laser Room, which we'll get to in a tiny bit. Here we can air slide into that to go into flow motion, and then super jump off of it to super slide into the cutscene trigger, which is slightly faster than just dodge rolling. We can dodge roll through those hits because dodge roll's iframes. Sometimes you get unlucky and still get clipped by one of the bats. Here, it's shoutouts to Itty for laser room movement. We can super jump off this box and then kind of just stay in the air above all of the lasers.
I see a machine up there in the cage past the stairs.
And now we're going up the elevator. This brings us to the electric room fight, which we get to see more Meow Wow in. Meow Wow is the absolute star of this world. Meow Wow is crazy. So here I'm gonna Ether Buffer Meow Wow, do the Meow Wow finish, and then shot lock these 2 toads. And then after the shot lock, again, just Meow Wow, and the fight is over. I'm not doing up and over. It's not worth it. Because you have to fall all the way back down. It is cool, but it's slower. Oh my god, I got caught on the lip of the thing, so I couldn't get over it. And then we destroy that panel. I don't have to tent here because I have full focus. That was a really bad super slide. What's up, OTF sauce? Yeah, it's sad. Here I'm gonna shot lock this big toad. And then Meow Wow. More Meow Wow. Lots of Meow Wow. And I got Extra Wave. For whatever reason, it's RNG, but there's a chance that you get an Extra Wave spawned here before the cutscene normally would trigger. It just kinda sucks. It's slower than the other way, and it can get a bit weird to deal with as well. Here I'm gonna Meow Wow. I need some way of finishing this off. Arosa does it. Gonna double Ether here and Meow Wow. I'm gonna lose teacups too. That's unfortunate. I don't know what I'm gonna do here then, because I needed that teacups. It was just okay. Pirate ship works. And Scream Strike to finish. That was a really bad extra wave. Alright, now we go into firefights. Which, more flame cores, they're back from Olympus. Causing trouble again. gonna hit the save point to refill my focus. And we're storing Mirage Staff on our Ever After Keyblade by switching to Shooting Star, so that gauge isn't draining here.
Factory. It's a total mess.
I know, Mikey, but right now we just have to keep moving.
Alright, so here I'm gonna switch back to Ever After and shot lock the Toad, like we've done with all the other ones. And then I'm switching back to Shooting Star and doing Thunders on these floods. Because I want to get Splash Run, like I just did. And then if I'm extremely lucky, the Splash Run will kill everything. I am not extremely lucky today. But that's okay. Okay, on the way to Firefight 2. So there's a high refocuser chest up here, which some runners, namely Webs, picks up to do Skull with high refocuser. I use an elixir on Skull still, just because I haven't practiced it. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to carry this carousel into the next fight. That movement might have ruined it, though. The fact that Sora didn't get on the pipe. Of course you're relevant, Webs. Alright, then I have to hit this save point to refill. Oof. And I'm gonna go Carousel and immediately finish. Then out of Carousel, we're gonna Meow Wow and finish. Then we're gonna Ether and Meow Wow and finish. Shout out to Logic. And then we're gonna do a partial shot lock on. Where's the oh, did the other large body die? I guess it got hit by the carousel. Interesting.
Nice.
Nice fight. And then here, we don't have to tent or anything, because we have enough focus to guarantee a 20 on the next Toad, and we get MP back. So full shot lock on the Toad kills it, and then again, our best friend... Meow Wow. What's up, Mew? How's it going? Yeah, Webs, that strat's really good. Logic found it. If you don't get the attraction, then you just use 3 Meow Wows.
The door vault's right through there.
And then partial shot lock the large bodies. Alright, now we're gonna hit the save point, refill, and go up to the boss of this world, the Lump of Horror. I do this fight a little bit differently now, on the new patch. He started with the hands, so when he becomes untargetable like that and he puts these hands up, we can just go Meow Out to instantly finish it. And then here, I switched a little earlier than I need to. Ooh, I might just, like, instantly die here. So with the new patch, they reduced the lag. Ooh, yeah, I did die. They reduced the lag on like the time it takes to make the clone. So you can just infinitely stay in the air now. And create a new clone to cancel the combo for the finisher. Alright, not bad. We got the DM skip, even with the death. Dying is not what we want. But the reason we buy Kupo Coin is so that we can just tank a death here. We can play as aggressive as we need to, and not have to worry about dodging his attacks or healing at all. So that if he does kill us, because he's one of the biggest threats that can kill us, if he does kill us, then it's not too big of a deal. Alright. Not a bad lump. Even with the death, not bad. Again, more downtime, great for donations. Every time we leave a world, it's like a good 2 minutes worth of time to do a donation thing, because it's cutscene skips, loads, and then gummy shit. Hey, nice Jordan. Congrats. So then here we're using the waypoint that we picked up on the way to Endymion, because it's faster. Which also makes that detour even more worth it. And now we get to go to the Frozen World! Yay! So in Monstropolis we picked up a new Link. At the end of the second firefight we picked up Simba. Simba's been in past KH games. He's very, very, very strong. And in this game he's like covered in fire. He's a big fire lion. And as you can imagine, a big fire lion is going to be really, really powerful against things that are snowy and icy. So Simba sees a lot of use in this world.
Do you think the Heartless are after her?
So here I'm going to air slide, air step. And then hopefully I'm able to chain some air slides here. Not too bad. I didn't land on the thing. I like slid off of it. Here we do a jump that lets us get up to this wall, which is faster than going around.
Look how high up we are!
And now we have another rock troll, like the rock troll that we fought in Olympus. So I'm gonna go Simba and roar with him, and he just nukes these deer out of existence. Ooh, I missed one roar because he jumped back. I'll do an extra in that case. And then the finish, and hopefully this finish will kill the last few deer that are out. That's the goal, is to have all the deer dead by the time you finish Simba. And then we just have the double shot lock rock troll. It looks like all the deer are dead. Ow, I guarded the wrong way. Just gonna guard buffer shot lock. And I was facing behind me. Now we have Ice Labyrinth. Ice Labyrinth is pretty RNG. I do a menu here, which I have to adjust part of it just because of how Monstropolis worked. So here, I'm going to change accessories. So fire cufflink on, not abilities. Use a tent, eat food. Oops, don't save that. Customize Fyra. I should have done the customize before eating. And so basically, story-wise, Larxene made this gigantic ice labyrinth. Somehow, she has the ability to just do that. For some reason. And so we have to fight a bunch of her nobodies. So it's just 4 fights of her nobodies. And if we're lucky, we can just go Simba and finish. And Simba one-shots these. If we're lucky, everything just gets caught in the Simba finisher. And they all die. But the enemies can kind of jump around, get out of it. They have a move that gives them iframes. So it doesn't always kill. Yep, there's the RNG to it. Because Simba will always one-shot anything that he hits. It's just, does he hit everything? Which he did. Cool. 2 for 2 so far, not bad. And then here we have to spin on this pillar to open up a door for ourselves. Which the door is over here. We would also hit a save point here if we didn't have Simba kill everything, because the fastest way to kill stuff if Simba doesn't kill is to shot lock, and then we would hit the save to refill focus. Here we're gonna air step up to the top, and then air step up to the top, and I'm gonna cancel it here, so that I can super jump and super slide off the wall, which is faster than going all the way up to the top. Again, Simba finish. This is the easiest one to get the full kill on, just because the room is so small. And it didn't work! He was right in the corner. Wow, that's unlucky. That's the one that, like, normally always works. And we have another rail. Didn't get my jump out in time there. Alright. On the way to the last fight. Hopefully this kills, otherwise I'm in a pretty bad position. I have to throw a tent if this doesn't kill. It did kill. Okay, I'm fine then. I don't have to tent. I have enough focus. Because I need enough focus to do a full shot lock on the next fight. And our focus doesn't get refilled. Unless we either hit a save point or use a tent. There's 2 chests at the end of this labyrinth. A Damascus on the right side, a Dark Anklet on the left. We don't need either of those anymore with our newest route. Dark Anklet you can pick up and sell for ethers, but it's not the greatest. And we used to pick up a Damascus there because we would do one more upgrade on Ever After, but with the new route, we don't need it. Again, trying to chain air slides. The snow makes it pretty interesting to chain air slides because it's like kind of sloped in different ways. Here, we do an air step up and pick up Elixir. And then again, do another air step over here. That Elixir is going to be used on the boss of this world, Skull, which is one of the 3 hardest fights in the run. And coming up now is the biggest point of downtime in the entire run, the Frozen Slider minigame. This is an amazing time for donations. But yeah, it's long, it's a bit boring, but we gotta sit through it. What's up, Pez? How's it going? Alright, I'm just gonna chill out for like the next 2 minutes. 2-3 minutes. Because there's not really much to say here. The frost serpents try and shoot us. We don't want to die. It takes a long time to die on beginner. How dare you skip Let It Go? I don't want my VOD to get copyright strike. Oh. Donations. There's a lot of time for donations in this run. Like, every time we finish a world, it's like a minute of cutscene skips, and then gummy ship flight. Yeah, Terra doesn't have too much downtime. You have Rumble Racing? Yeah. It's right behind us. Oh no. Alright, that's Frozen Slider Part 1 done. And now we go into Part 2, which is actually incredibly important for the run, because for whatever reason, there's just money literally everywhere along the side of this mountain. And it's a lot of money, and we need it for ethers. So the route we use down this mountain is fast, but more importantly, it gets us a good amount of money, which we need for the rest of the run. What if RPG Limit Break accepts all 3 runs? I would be extremely surprised. But that'd be awesome. I'm hoping I can get 1. That's all I want. I just want 1. Alright, almost at the end of Frozen Slider. Now we can actually have fun again. So, those 3 frost serpents that were chasing us before, they're here now, and we gotta fight them. So to start off, we want to do a full 5-er combo on this frost serpent's head, and go straight into a full shot lock. And that shot lock should kill, and it also iframes those 2 attacks from the other frost serpents. 1 fire missed, so I have to do an extra and an ether. And I just want to keep this one staggered so that it doesn't go underground. Not bad. Alright. That unlocks double flight as an ability for us. Gives us a double jump. It's very good. We're going to be equipping it very shortly. Here there's a cutscene we can skip in the black. Olaf talks at the start of this cutscene. Not hearing Olaf talk is a good thing. Alright. And now we get to do Olaf Collection after we skip some more cutscenes. So basically, somehow Olaf, like, got broken apart. And we gotta put his body back together.
Hey, I'm over this way. Huh?
So over here,
That's all.
we can super jump off this wall to get up here, and then pick up his body. Then inside this snowball was his head.
You're getting closer.
And behind us, his legs are here now. And he's fixed. We did it. Alright, and now we get to use Simba again. Because we fight the things that Olaf was running from. And if I get lucky, this finisher will kill everything. But I don't know about this one. No, not at all. Okay. Oh, 2 of them lived. Wow, that's unlucky. How much health does this one still have? Ah, I should have gone a little higher. Not a great fight, but it's fine. The deer jump around a lot. Here we take another menu. So here, I'm gonna equip an Ether, equip the Elixir we picked up, put on Mage's Earring, Grand Magic Center, Air Combo Plus, Air Slide, and Double Flight. So the extra level to Air Slide makes our Air Slide go even further than it used to, which makes Air Slide chaining even better than it was before. We also have Double Flight, which gives us a double jump now, which is awesome.
Me too. We better.
And the movement for getting up this mountain is awesome. It's really cool. Oh god. So again, you get to use double flights, super jumps, a lot of stuff to scale this mountain pretty quickly. That was a bit sketchy, but okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hate being sick. Ooh, that Sonic Slash is not possible with the new auto target. I forgot about that one.
We're back! Finally!
Oh, get in! There you go. I got caught on the corner of the wall. Alright, now we have Marshmallow. There's a strat that Ralph's Marshmallow, but I'm bad with Ralph, so I don't do it. That tree is a problem. Okay. That tree was messy. Yeah, Marshmallow dies pretty fast to fire. So we can just do a lot of fire combos into Fire-Asa, into Shot Walks.
But he sure does seem to have some kind
Here we're gonna pick up one more chest. And this chest is Force Ring. It's an accessory that gives us 4 magic and an ability called Full MP Blast, which makes our magic deal more damage if we have full MP when we cast it. So our first magic cast is going to be doing slightly more damage now. Alright, and now we're on the way to Skull. Skull is one of the hardest fights in the run. because of how punishing it is when you make a mistake. Interesting. Did not think I could super jump off that. So here we use Simba. I believe Ninten found this. Shoutouts to Ninten.
Storm's getting worse.
But we can use Simba here to kind of just cut this whole part out where we would have to hide from the winds of the snowstorm that push us back. We can just run straight through it with Simba. So I'm going to put Force Ring on, and I'm going to attempt to get full focus. And MP. Skull is scary. Skull's a big wolf. He has a DM, a desperation move, that takes about a minute every single time you get DM'd, and you can get DM'd twice on beginner. If the fight goes really badly. So we start with a full shot lock. The positioning here is very important. We're gonna go straight into another shot lock, and then immediately after this, full fire combo. Then Elixir, another full fire combo, into Firaza, full shot lock. And then shout out to the base boys, Webs and Logic. Here we can do an arrow, fire, arrow, fire, fire, to just ensure that he stays staggered. And another full shot lock to go. But that was a very clean fight. More downtime, more donations. Always good. We're on the way to the worst world in the entire run. Caribbean. Caribbean sucks. It's really bad. Oh, that was all Logic? Ah, I wasn't sure who had found it. Because I'd seen you both start doing it around the same time. I have to learn that high refocuser, because that's definitely worth doing. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Alright. And now we go to Caribbean. We're using that same waypoint that we used to get to Arendelle. The one that we activated when we were on the way to get to Endymion. And this gummi ship to Caribbean is the shortest gummi ship in the entire game. It's very, very short. We just fly over here, and it's right in front of us. And we're in. This is another instance where the auto-target has kind of ruined some of the movement that we used to do. One of the Sonic Slashes we would do in movement here now takes us backwards. It's not too big of a deal, it's just a little bit annoying. So 2 cutscene skips and then we're into the world. This world's really bad. It has a lot of... Its gimmick is ship fights. It's a lot of boats, which aren't very fun. You can lose a lot of time to the ship fights if things don't go the way they're supposed to.
We better get rid of them quick.
Who's shooting at us?
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Here comes some more.
Get away, you barnacles!
That's who's doing this.
So here, 4 fires into full shot lock. Ooh. He moved a lot there. I don't know if all those fires are going to connect. But 4 fires into full shot lock kills. Okay, they did connect. Good. Okay. And now we have the ship fight tutorial. Has it been? It's been okay.
Jack
Not
said
bad
to
for
get
doing
the
commentary at all.
rival straight in front of us.
Now you have the ship tutorial, which 2 ships are going to show up here, and we just gotta shoot them. If we shoot their orbs, they die, which is nice. And then we have the worst boss in the run, Vulture. It's just a really bad boss. Left and right. Okay.
Relentless on those
Don't turn. Don't you dare keep turning. Don't do it. Alright. Raging Vulture. What's up, IX? Hope you had a good sleep. Raging Vulture. It's a big fight in the sky. It kinda sucks. They fixed it with the patch that added crit in. Added damage floor to him. Which makes it better, because we don't have to do a strength setup now, because it boosts our strength up to a manageable point. So the goal is to just keep spamming torpedoes at him and hitting him. But he can make that very difficult, depending on what he does. So here he goes down. That's good. I lost targeting on him for a little bit. Getting hit by the enemies is also nice, because if you get hit, it refreshes your torpedoes. So strategically getting hit at certain times is great. Getting that to happen all the time, though, it's not consistent, that's for sure. Ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage. I don't have coin. I have to play this safe. I should be fine. He's not attacking me. He's attacking the ship. If he was going to do another attack, I would have jumped off and queued. Now he's down for the second time. Ooh, I lost targeting on him again. He's still got 2 bars left. That's unfortunate. I would definitely like him to have less health than what he had coming out of that. Here, now I'm just gonna spam shots. He should die. Not an awful Vulture, but it definitely could have been better. Alright. Now we get introduced to underwater movement and combat, which is better than previous KH games. I'm gonna rebuy Koopa Coin, I'm buying 3 Crepe Suzettes, and I'm buying Ethers. Crepe Suzette's another kind of food, it's another dessert. It gives us +2 magic, as opposed to the +1 that Fresh Fruit Compote and Chocolate Mousse gave. It also gives us some more MP as well. So down here, there is an Adamantite, which we used to pick up. Like I said earlier, there was a Damascus and Ice Labyrinth we used to pick up, so that we could do 2 Keyblade upgrades. Now that we don't do that, because of our new route, we don't need to pick up that Adamantite at all, which saves some time and movement here. And we're going into a boss. Lightning Angler. It's a big fish. Underwater fighting is normally bad, but it's better than it's better than like KH1. So underwater, the finishers deal the same amount of damage. They don't get the damage increase that finishers get on land. So instead of finishing the combo, we're just gonna air slide out before the finisher. I didn't get the arrow out in time. I tried to arrow him before he bit me. No. Oh well. Okay, and then here we're picking up The only link that we actually need to pick up that's in a chest for some reason, it's Ariel. She's very strong. You'll see her a few times later. Why are there Heartless in water? Because there's, like, fish Heartless. Alright, here we're gonna pick up an item that's very important. That's the Celestiab. Thank you, Donald. We're gonna Ether, roll off, and we're gonna put on Celestiab over Fire Cufflink. Put on Rising Spiral, Super Slide, Air Slide. Put Thundaga on, and eat.
To explore. Don't let this chance sail by, mates.
Okay, we're off.
How do fish fall into darkness? They're just like... man, I like the darkness. And then they're dark. It's very dark under the water.
First one to Port Royal wins.
I didn't kill the orb. Oh.
Those cannons.
Okay, so now we get access to ship situation commands, or what is it called? Leviathan Force, I think it's called. Something like that. Basically, our ship that we just got has situation commands that build on its own, based on ship kills. I should have tailwinded before this ship. This race is awful. Whoa. So we're racing Luxord from KH2. Luxord, sorry. That's how his name is pronounced now, apparently. Killing orbs on ships, or breaking sails on ships, builds part of our situation command bar. Green orbs give tailwind, or wind chasers if you're outside of the race. Blue orbs give tidal wave, red orbs give raging cannons. If you already have the command that it gives outside of tailwind in the race, then it will give you another command randomly. If you already have tailwind and get tailwind again, for whatever reason, it just won't give you anything. It only matters in this race because this is the only time you can get tailwind. So here, I want to get 2 more kills, so that's 1, and I want 1 more so that I'll have good bar going into the next fight. But I'm gonna tidal wave into the finish as soon as I hit here.
I can't look.
That tornado might be a problem. That was fine. Not a clean race, but it's fine. And now we have to fight Luxord. So here I'm gonna take out these shots, these cannon shots, and then start shooting these ships. 1, 2, shoot those cannon shots, shoot that orb, take out the sail on this ship because his orb is in the back. The orbs are randomly placed, shoot that orb, and then I can wind chasers, Luxord ship. Oh, the phone! And then tidal wave.
I can't look.
A bit much, eh?
And then out of the tidal wave. Oh, I didn't get the animation skip.
I call flames.
We're gonna raging cannons.
Fire. Get him.
And now we get to board his ship to fight the Heartless that are on board. So with Thunder, we'll one-shot Gamblers with our current magic stat. And then we can Thunder, or shot lock the Anchor Raiders. And 2 Thunders, 2 Fires kills the large body. And the Thunder, Ether, Thunder, Fire, Fire. And then I can Thunder the Gamblers again. Just keep thundering, kill them. And then more Thunders. I'm the only one home too. No. So nobody else can answer the phone. Ah! There's not even a point to me answering it, because I don't know who it would be, because it's probably someone trying to reach my dad. Alright, crab collection. The one good part in this world. Thank goodness. So here, I'm gonna Thunder, and I'm gonna Ether, so that I have enough MP to do all the other Thunders that I need, so I only have to Ether the one time. And that's the best spot to do it while I'm picking up those crabs. We take a Trinity Sled here to pick up more crabs, and it brings us over to this fort. How's it going, Itty? We're gonna double Floyd up. A lot of people worked on this crab route, so I can't shout out everybody, because I don't remember everybody who had input on it. We get teacups here. We do teacup finisher. That whiffed so much because my position was awful. Okay, we're just gonna ignore this. We're gonna ignore those barrels that I missed. That didn't just happen. I'm gonna Thunder once. Actually, I'll just hit these, because they're close enough. This is fine. Everything's fine. So here we're taking another Trinity Sled to pick up these crabs. Gonna hop off the sled here. Air step up to this waterfall. Thunder the waterfall to get more crabs. And then we're going underneath the waterfall to get Sorcerer's Ring. Air step back up here. I'm gonna break this crate as a backup to get the rest of the crabs I need. And then we air step back to the ship. And now, like we did with Toy Box, we're splitting up the worlds again. So we're gonna leave Caribbean now to get some stuff in San Fran. So San Fran has a magic boost that we're gonna pick up, and it also gives us access to Firaga, which is the next level of fire magic. So it's very, very worthwhile to go there. Thank you for the bless. Right. And then here we can do a U-turn. We go forward. This brings us on the path to San Fransokyo, which is the Big Hero 6 worlds.
Nice.
San Fran's nice. I really like this world. It's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of cool movement in it. It's got some cool fights. It's pretty cool. So here, starting off, we're on a bridge. We gotta kill the stuff that's on the bridge. And Thundaga does an amazing job at doing that. So each set of enemies here will die to the thunder. I do a moving thunder here. Ooh, I didn't get my movement. I normally do a moving thunder there to duck behind the cars just so that I don't get shot. It didn't matter in that case. Here, Ether, Thundasa, and go into Aerial. Oh, I got it good. So this is the first time we're seeing Aerial. She's incredibly powerful on enemies that are large and don't stagger, because all of her projectiles kind of just hit, and they take it, and it does a lot of damage. Shoutouts to Nesu for finding this. And now we have Shugyo. Which, again, quite a few people have routed. Crystal, Snap, myself, Val, I think. Oh, and Dutch. Dutch with the air step. I think those are like the main contributions to it. Unlike the other rails, doing Super Slide on these rails doesn't actually make a difference. But it looks cool. Sub 1 or Riot, I'll do my best. What is RPG Limit Break? It's in May. But submission's closed today. So here we're able to just skip all of this, air slide over to the fan, and then here I need to air step down so that I hit the ring on the top while I'm on the way down. I'll like May 10th. Shout out to Val for that air step, and we're gonna air step up here. Air step to this, cancel it, air step to this one, and then air step to the last one. Cancel this, fall down. And I didn't sub 1, because I'm a failure.
Nice.
Yeah, Limit Break's a great event. Oh, the second to last air step? Or the one at the end? Because I know I canceled your air step late. That was for sure. Second to last? Okay. And now we're going to the top of a building, and we get to kill stuff on the building. So here, shoutouts to Kaya for this thunder. There's a group of enemies that spawns in front of us. We can do a thunder there. It gets us some extra experience. Gets us hits on thunder, which helps build Thundaza here in this fight. And here we're just gonna do a full thunder combo. Oh, okay. Full thunder combo into Thundaza. I don't know how I hit X at the start of that. I've never done that before. But it still works. And then here, we're gonna air slide over to this wall. Shout out to Den. And go into Aerial. Shout out to Nessu. Aerial, again, extremely good on large targets that don't stagger. And it shreds through armor as well. And then here, shout out to Etchy. We're doing the Etch step. Air step up to this building. And then one hit kills. Baymax didn't ether me, so I couldn't do the arrow. Better get armor skip in a marathon. I don't think I'm ever gonna get armor skip whatsoever. Alright, and then here, we're gonna air step up to this light. Air slide to the left, air step forward. I canceled that way earlier than I should have. Sora, no. Don't breakdance on the wall. And then air step down here. Yeah, you can cancel in shot lock. Normally I would thunder here to help hit these streetlights. The streetlights give money, which is great. Because we like money. We use a lot of money. Oh, air step shot lock? Or air slide shot lock? Interesting. I haven't tried that. So here I'm just gonna gather money. until this ends, because this is timed. And it's timed based on the attacks that Dark Cubes give you. I got a slow pattern here. Well, not the slowest pattern, but a semi-slow pattern. It's not as fast. Shout out to B-Boy for that air step. Pretty cool.
Wasabi, can you hear me?
Here we're going up to Wasabi. We're gonna dive down on him, break him out, and then air slide over to Honey Lemon. Skip the cutscene for Wasabi. A lot of people put work into this route. Mostly Val and I. But it's had a lot of people work on it. Fire that. I'm gonna cancel this air step because I don't want to actually go over there. I just want to get over to Fred. Aw. I couldn't get the 4. I couldn't do it. Tree step, shout out to B-Boy. And now we chase down Gogo. We can also run over some of the soldiers here to get some experience, which is nice.
Go-Go! Are you in there?
That was a good friend rescue. I'm not gonna save too much time because the time section for Dark Cubes. But it's fine. And the movement to the first magic boost was a bit scuffed as well. Alright, let me air step up to the top of this building, air step up here. And we're going into Dark Cubes after we do a menu. So here we're gonna put on an Ether, replace Rune Ring with Sorcerer's Ring, put on Hero's Glove, put on Galvanizer, use the magic boost we picked up, customize Firaga, and eat the crepe. And then here, shoutouts to Crystal. 4 fires, Ether, full fire combo, Firaza into full shot lock. And we should kill. If not, I have to Thunder. And that skips any chance at him attacking or doing DMs or anything, which is really nice. How can you talk during a good menu? It's there. I wish I could do it like Mist does. Mist is crazy. Those KH1 menus, ooh, it's wild. I don't know how Mist commentates the way he does. He's incredible. Alright, now we're going into Dark Bay Max. Bad Max. Here we can hold R2, get a few shots off going into this cutscene. Pretty nice. Val, were you the one who found that? I don't remember who found that. I know you were the one who told me. I missed too. Dessa found it. Shoutouts to Dessa. Alright, so basically, it's kind of an auto-scroller here. We just have to keep shooting him. And once he hits a certain HP point, then it goes into phase 2. But we always hit it just at about the same time. Yeah, he's been taking a break for a while. And then these blocks we punch back. They don't do too much damage. They do a lot more damage on crit. It'll go second phase.
What?
And now here, we're just gonna keep shooting him. We just want to hug him and shoot. It's not an interesting boss fight, but it is what it is. Once he staggers us the first time, we won't stagger at all for the rest of the fight. And then here, just want to hug him again and keep shooting. Jay Smarty, what's up? There'll be an easy code category.
Ow.
Oh, I skipped the cutscene late. You can skip that before Sora says ow. Baymax is an entirely different story. Baymax is crazy, according to Val. Alright, again, more downtime. Great time for donations, because it's like a 2-minute segment of just skipping cutscenes and then going back into Caribbean. So lots of loads, lots of cutscene skipping. Wonderful time for donations. I'm also going to take the chance to say now, this run hasn't been too bad. There have been some sections that have lost me like a ton of time. But as a whole, it hasn't been too awful. I lost like 30 to power plant fight with an awful extra wave. That was probably the worst point in the run. But everything else has been pretty solid. Hasn't been too bad. Especially for live commentary on it as well. And then here, shout out to Logic. We go to the fort now. Instead of going to the docks like we used to. I mean, it's still possible, Deeplet. It definitely is. Depending on how the rest of the stuff goes. Okay, so here we're gonna double flight. Super jump, super slide. Air step. I don't know why I canceled that. And then it goes straight into this loading zone. So now we're on the way to Shipwreck Cove. Yeah, because the ship is like positioned closer to the loading zone there, which is pretty cool.
Look, didn't we sail past that rock before?
So on the way to Shipwreck Cove, I want to kill a total of 4
You can
ships.
sure explore a lot at this pace.
So that's 2. I don't want to kill any more of this set, because those are 300 experience ships. The next set will be 500. The reason why I want to kill specifically 4 is so that my bar is in a good spot going into the next fight. Because any commands you build here get lost, but the position in your bar still stays. Was it timed? I don't know if it was timed, but I believe logic.
Well, let's check it out.
I trust him. Okay. 1, 2. Ooh. Hopefully I can't kill that ship. My bar's not in a good spot then. Oh well. Here I'm gonna try and kill the sail on the ship. I think it is faster because I'm used to I used to get into this fight, I believe, at like a 3:45, and right now I just got into it at like a 3:42. I'm gonna take out the sail on the ship. Ooh, that's a bad tornado placement. Yikes. Take out the sail on this ship as well. I can kill this orb. Okay. Now I need to kill 2 more ships. If I can hit this one, that'd be great. Okay, good. Good. Tidal wave. So, we have a very specific setup here to get 1 cycle on the boss ship. That other ship is getting away. I have the wind chasers it. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it kills. Please kill it, please kill it, please kill it. God damn it. My setup for 1 cycle is ruined at this point. Actually, this can still work. This still works. It still works because I didn't kill the orb. So our bar is prepped just enough to get us commands here. So I'm gonna Raging Cannons here. Kill these 3 orbs. And maybe the one on the back, depending on how it goes. Okay, I killed the one on the back. And I'll kill this one. 2, 3. That 3rd shot whiffed. I think that's straight into cannons on the last orb. And we're guaranteed to get Raging Cannons there, because the red orbs give cannons. So we want to just have enough of our bar to make sure that we get a command off that ship. Orb. Wait, does Logic not believe in Limit Cut? My opinions are shifting. Okay, now we have Kraken. Basically, we have to shoot the Kraken, and periodically the Flying Dutchman will just show up on the side, and then shooting it generates more commands, destroying that orb, so that we can get cannons, which are good against Kraken. So here, I'm gonna get Raging Cannons, but I'm gonna hold off on using it, because one of the spawns that the Dutchman can do is spawn directly in front of you. And if he does that mid-cannons, like he would have done there, it would just block all of my cannon shots. So I'm gonna wait until the Dutchman goes away, and now I can do it. And now the Dutchman should spawn again. Where is he? Oh, he's on this side. Cool. And then again, I'm gonna wait for the Dutchman to show up again before I cannons, just to be sure. Okay, and we're fine. Oh, the tentacles. Oh, the tentacles. Okay. Davy Jones. We need to do a hit to stagger him, and then full fire combo. We're gonna do another 3 fires, and then jump up here. Oh, Rising Spiral. Okay. Hit. Whatever. All Ether. He's up here. Hit. Full fire combo. Firaza, and full shot lock. And then again, I'm gonna do another full shot lock before he can touch the ground, so we don't get DM'd by him. At the beginning, I wanted to double jump and air slide over to the other side of the ship, but I got a Rising Spiral out of the fire combo, so I just went nowhere. And now we're done with Caribbean. We're done with the worst world. It's great. Yeah. That shot lock is so good. It's disgusting how much damage it does. Ever After is ridiculously broken. So now we have Demon Tower 2. It's like Demon Tower 1, but we don't have Mickey to carry us this time. And we get to play as Riku again, which is a thing. It exists. Shoutouts to Master Glint. Glint found the strat that I use here, because it's nice. So we're just gonna guard him here, and then guard his attack, and just do physical combos on him to build Dark Firaga. Ow, the shadow smacked me. It's very important that we don't over-damage him. Hello? Okay, I should be fine. He's not past the HP threshold to be able to give Aqua. He's gonna attack quite a bit though. Thanks, Demon Tower. Okay. Then we do Thunders. We get hits off the shadows to get Thundaza, and then Thunders to kill. I've gotten that slow double attack pattern in the last 2 runs I've done. Here. Shoutouts to Val, I believe, for the shot lock timing. We're gonna let the shot lock go as Aqua moves her arms down. And then 4 fires, Ether, Thunder, full fire combo. I haven't seen that clip yet, because I still haven't done the Vanitas fight. Oh, speaking of Vanitas, that's where we're going right now! So now we get to play as Aqua. Aqua's cool. What's your Repliku Zigbar strat, Troopa? Again, this is a good amount of downtime for donations, because it's like a minute worth of cutscene skips and loading into this world. Aerial spam? No. Aerial spam slow. So here we're gonna double flight, and then double flight to skip this ledge grab. Here. I'm gonna do a full fire combo into the shot lock. And Radius is gonna go underground because he hates everything that's good in the world. I'm gonna Ether. I'm gonna Ether. And then ow. Full fire combo. Again. Into full shot lock. And then just do physical combos to finish him off. Could have been worse. Not bad for him going underground, because my goal doesn't have him go underground. And this is the biggest, one of the biggest times for donations after Frozen Slider, because this is a minute and a half. A minute 45 worth of cutscene skips. Did Rico 3 Beyblade? Is that good? Is that good? What's up, Thar? How's it going? I was wondering if we could get some commentary on Ray of Hope remix. Of course we can. Ray of Hope is awful. That's my commentary on it. It's a bad remix that shouldn't exist because Simple and Clean is good as it is. And Ray of Hope makes it not so simple or so clean anymore. And it's just not a good song. Alright, now we go to Keyblade Graveyard. Shoutouts to my driving. Incredible skills. Wow, Val. Oh shoot, Thar. I'm gonna refrain from giving commentary in that case. But just know that I love you dearly. As an aside, this gummy ship is very hard to do quickly with Endymion because it's a lot of tight corridors. A lot of small, tight corridors where some runners crash sometimes, but not me. Definitely not me. I will donate $10 per crash. Absolutely. Every time I crash in a gummy, I'll donate 10 bucks. Why not? Hopefully I don't crash more than 10 times. Hey. As long as I don't get that clip again. Oh. As long as I'm not like laughing my head off, things will be fine. Alright. Insert potato time. Let's go. Shoutouts to Logic and Dutch. Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever gotten a 46, and I've gotten a 46 like the last 3 times in a row. So this is a new strat that was found just a few weeks ago. A week and a half ago, maybe. So here, we're gonna switch to Shooting Star. And Buzzsaw, I did not target what I wanted to there. Okay, game. Oh, I got Mirage Staff already. Well, that's cool. And we're just gonna do Thunders to build up Thundaza. I'm gonna Thundaza, I'm gonna Ether. And I'm gonna do some more Thunders. I'm gonna go Arrow Guns here. I'm also gonna go Mirage Staff here. And now we just use Arrow Gun combos. We do 3 hits, and then Air Slide. And it's actually disgusting how much this clears stuff out. Okay. I'm gonna do a Thunder here. And then here. I don't know why I did Fires, but it works. I normally do Thunders there to kill that Rock Troll. And then we go back into Arrow Guns. And that was ridiculous. Oh my god. That was a 112 fight, because it's a 26 loading in. Oh, Swift 7 nut. Swift 7 nut. Oh my god. Holy crap. That was insane.
Nice.
Oh, that's a huge gold. Whoa. And doing the fight that way as well gives us Mirage Staff for movement here, which is awesome. Also, new to this patch, there's a cutscene that triggers during Sora Collection 1 now, because the Nominate cutscene, you can't miss it. So, that's a thing. So now we have Sora Collection. This is one of the other very, very movement-intensive parts of the run. Phase 2 is a lot more structured than Phase 1 is. Especially if you, like, miss something on Phase 1, or you don't get your jump out, like what just happened to me. Or you don't get your air slide out after you do get your jump out. Jeez. So there's the cutscene. And now we go into phase 2, which I used the route that Nintendo had found way early on, like super far back. There's another route that Logic does, which is potentially faster, but I don't know it well enough to do it in runs.
What a weird place.
That was not supposed to be an air slide, that was supposed to be a dodge roll. Okay. I must have like walked off the side of the thing.
There's no time to waste.
Now we're gonna pick up some Soras here, go down, pick up more Soras here. That gets us to 31. Pick up Soras on this side. Shoutouts to Nintendo for this route. It's been very long standing. Oh, okay, that works. Air step over to here. Hit this cube to rotate the world and land on this rail. Landing on this rail is harder than it looks. Jump over to this rail. Jump up to this rail. Get off the rail. Get on that wall. Get the good number. Air step up to the top. And there's just a ton of Soras running around up here.
Almost there.
And I want to hit 90 up here before I move on. So then I grab that one, grab those two, grab these four, grab these four, and then we end on these Soras running here. The Nin Stare! Oh, the auto splitter broke. Because I was typing. Oopsie daisy. I can fix it. I can fix it. Everything's fixed. It should be fixed. Okay. Alright. Now we have the cornerstone of our new route, the EXP glitch, which was found by Thar. Shoutouts to Thar. It's amazing. And then Den also found a consistent setup, which we use for it. It's awesome. It gets us a ton of experience. Levels us up a lot. It's what lets us skip some of the magic boosts we used to pick up, and the extra 2 upgrades to Ever After that we don't do anymore. So I'm going to sell stuff here. Accessories that I picked up for money. I'm gonna buy Crab Beast. Gonna buy Ethers. And we're going. I'm switching to Shooting Star to have for getting commands here. So the idea behind this is we want to get Thundaza and Eroga, not Erosa, which if we used Ever After we would get Erosa, because Erosa is built into Ever After. So here I just want to get Thundaga, then switch over to doing arrows. Okay, and I'm gonna Ether here. And then here on this fresh set of enemies, I'm gonna Thundaza, Eroga, hold shot lock, and the game goes crazy. And we hit 37. So we just went from level 28 or 29 to level 37. And then for Liches, shout out to Ida. Liches die in a full thunder combo, and it's faster to jump and do them because the thunders come out faster in the air. So after this next glitch, I'm going to do a menu, which is another part of the reason why the new route is so worthwhile. We get an extra ability that we wouldn't get if we didn't hit level 34. So again, full thunder combo, Lich dies. It's nice.
Hold still.
And then here, I'm gonna put on Nano Gear, I'm gonna put on an Ether, Glide, Super Slide, I'm putting on Combo Plus and Thunder Boost, and then I'm going to eat the Crepe and the Crab.
We ought to search every portal the shadows control.
Yeah, you don't have the right accessories on that save Troopa. Or on the file that you did before. You weren't doing enough damage because your magic stat was too low. And you didn't have Thunder Boost because you didn't have Celestiad. So the Thundaza wasn't killing.
Enough. Let's try another portal. Aim for the ones wrapped in shadows.
Alright, next Lich, Monstropolis Lich, again. 5 Thunders, and it dies.
Back off! Back off! Strike!
We equipped Nano Gear in that menu, and the reason is for this next Lich and the last Lich. Both the Toy Box and San Fransokyo Liches have Thunder resistance.
Let's try another portal.
So instead of dying to 5 Thunders, they're going to die to 1 Thunder full Shot Lock, and Nano Gear Shot Lock is better to do than Ever After Shot Lock because Nano Gear Shot Lock is instantaneous. So 1 Thunder, full Shot Lock, and Lich dice.
Hey! Yeah.
Now we get to the hardest Lich, Corona. Kingdom of Corona Lich. If this Lich doesn't get staggered at the start, the fight is not good. So what I do at the start here is I air slide forward left and then start the Thunder combo. And he's staggered. Good. And again, now that we're going to San Fran Lich, we're gonna switch back over to Nano Gear. And San Fran Lich dies in 1 Thunder, full Shot Lock. Just like Toy Box Lich. So 1 Thunder, full Shot Lock. I'm gonna wait a split second just to make sure that he finishes moving before I execute that Shot Lock. Not bad. Lich is done. That also gives us access to Eroga, which you will see later on in probably what is the hardest fight in the entire run. The fight at the very start of Scala. It's dangerous, it's scary, and it can go really bad. But we'll see.
Go after 'em.
I'm gonna switch back to Ever After so that I have it equipped for Demon Tide. And shoutouts, I believe Mist found this setup with Ariel here. I could be wrong on that. But just like Dino and Metal Troll before, Ariel's really good on large targets that don't stagger, where they just eat up all the projectiles. God, I wish we could do this in 0 points. I have to Shot Lock, because he's got a little bit of health left.
What is this?
How do I remember so much stuff? Because it, like, blew my mind the first time I saw it.
All right. Let's go.
And now we have Union Cross. This is another great time for donations, because I'm just gonna be here for the next 2 minutes hitting the triangle button. I think it's really important that people get credit for the stuff that they found, because even if it's just one person doing a run up on a stage, right? There's so much other stuff that has happened that leads up to that moment. And I think acknowledging the people that put that work in, it means a lot.
Now's our chance.
And the GDQ gang, that was so fun. We spent all day in the practice room just working on the reroute. Also, shout out to Kaya. There's a visual cue you can use for this, looking at the commands. I use something slightly different. I just kind of have an internalized timing, and I also look at Sora's animation as well, if my timing is, like, slightly off. Because then you'll see Sora slow down. Very good. Very, very, very good. And this gets us Kiraga. The GDQ showing was awesome. It was a very, very, very solid and entertaining run.
Nice.
Hey, that was really good. That's why I say that my fights are bad when they don't end that early, because I know I'm capable of that. Alright, now we go into Keyblade Graveyard. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the whole run. I love Keyblade Graveyard.
Oh, I guess I need to get through the door before it closes.
Alright, so with the new route too, Ansem goes away with one Thunder, if the Thunder hits Riku as well. So here... Oh, it missed Riku, because Zigbar got too high up. I was slow on it. I put myself in a P-charge, I'm bad. Alright, so we kill Riku first.
Let's make it interesting.
Then we go for Zigbar.
This one's special.
I didn't need to ether there.
This is your power.
I had enough to get a fire out. I don't have MP safety on anymore. It's all good. I just put myself in MP charge sometimes because I'm bad.
Nice.
I'll just mash from the cutscene? Okay. But it's okay, because I have so many ethers. Like, why would you ever pick up Ribbon when you have this many ethers? Where is Marluxia? Oh, there he is. Oh, that Fire also didn't have Galvanizer on it, which kinda sucks. Okay, gotta find Lux. Where is he? Where is his card?
Over here.
Oh, it's over here. I didn't see him. So 2 hits. Rising Spiral. 2 hits Thunder. Kills Luxord. It definitely does. I'm almost 100% sure it does. Because I know my... Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure... I don't know. I could be wrong. But I've had weird things with Final Xehanort with Galvanizer.
The sun's going down.
But Den probably knows better than I do.
So these panels in the floor are switches for the doors.
Not Final Xehanort 2, but Final Xehanort 1. Just whether I ether before the Firaza or do the Firaza before I ether. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I am. Alright, into Sykes. I'm gonna lose time here because I don't have Mirage Staff. So then here we're gonna wait until he becomes active. Full fire combo. I'm gonna ether, do another full fire combo. And Firaza. Ether. More fires. And then another ether. And we also get a perfect opportunity to take a picture with the best girl who's present in this fight. Oh, I paused. Trying to get out of the camera. I hit start instead of circle. And then 4 fires, ether, full fire combo, Firaza. Oh, I have a Rosa. That works too. I am! But it's good. I showed the best girl who's present in that fight.
Nice.
Because Naminé is not present in any fights. Alright. Vanitas Terra. I do a very specific thing with lock-on switching at the start here, so I lock onto Terra, 2 fires on Vanitas, and then back to Terra. Okay. Terra's fine. Ether. I want to be on the ground here. This is slow as hell. That Firaza kills though. Yikes! Ether, dodge roll forward, full fire combos. Terra. It's fine. I don't have no DLC talk today. Alright, here we go. This is the actual hardest fight in the run. Wow! Not that kind of spoiler! Okay, we're gonna take a timeout here.
Riku! King Mickey!
I was off on the start of that combo. Oh well. Okay, jump. 4 fires. That's not Firaza. I'm gonna... Oh my god. Okay, this is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Target Xemnas. Because we want to do enough damage to Xemnas first. Firaza. Ether. Do some damage to Young Xehanort. Go back to Xemnas. I had Zem... Oh my god, the auto-target. Dude, oh my god. I'm gonna shot-lock Xemnas just to make sure he's staggered. That was terrifying. It's all good, we get a quick kill. So I'm gonna ether here. And then I'm gonna do 2 fires shot lock. Or no, I can't. 3 fires thunder, because I lose Mirage Staff and I lose all my arrows. And then here, ether, full fire combo, Firaza on Ansem, and then shot lock. to kill.
Begins and ends in darkness. Return. I reach for
Not bad.
darkness.
Alright, and now we're going into Scala. Scala's great. What's up, Soapies? Thank you for the good luck. Chaos, I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been enjoying the lurk. Sorry I couldn't acknowledge that before. I got super scared on that Xehanort fight. Okay, now we have a really hard fight as well. This fight's scary. It's 13 vessels. And they die. They all share an HP bar. Erosa sucks them all up. They take a ton of damage. Alright. Armored 1! Here we go, the boss gauntlet. Ether. Full fire combo in the air so that the fires don't hit the wall. Ether, full fire combo. Firaza, Thunbaza. That's 1. Armored Xehanort 2. Full fire combo at the start. Ether, full fire combo, or as many fires as I can get out. I'm gonna Ether, full fire combo with arrow, and then I'm just gonna Ether and do 2 arrows. Shout out to Val for Goatnort 2. Let's go. All the Goatnort 2 work. And now Goatnort 3. Full Thundaga combo. And 19 hits on the shot lock kills. It's because I have so many ethers
Nice.
that I can just spam them. Here, Fire Thunder, shout out to Logic. Fire Thunder Guard. Whatever. We're just gonna do this, because I have it.
Nice.
I'm just gonna Stitch him. Because that's the first time I've ever gotten all 3. And then Stitch kills. That might actually be record. Because of the dark side time save.
It ends here.
It depends on the IGT. Okay, the reason I will justify this. The reason I use Stitch there is because it's the first time I've ever gotten all 3 commands in Xehanort 1. And in that position, I can't go for the other strat. This is fake PB from yesterday. Actually, no, never mind. I'm about a minute off record. I was looking at the time wrong. Yeah, this should be a minute off. With the dark side time save. Alright, not bad. Yeah, this is 237, definitely. Oh my god, the phone. Yeah. Alright, And that's KH3 Beginner. We use IGT as a timing method. This should be a minute off record. For some reason, I thought it was a 303, not a 304 that I was looking at. Yeah, 40 seconds off. Not bad at all for a commentary run. I mean, even with the 2 minutes of Dark Side time save, that's not bad. Alright. Yeah, that's KH3. It's a very cool run. It's long-ish. It's in line with the other KH games. Slightly longer than KH2. Lots of fire, but it's a very interesting, cool, fun run. It's got a lot of cool movement, a lot of cool fights, a lot of downtime for donations as well. And it's a run that I've put a lot of time into, and a run I have a lot of fun running. Also, I was going to shout out B-Boy and Den for the new Rage Form skip, but I couldn't because we didn't do the new Rage Form, but they deserve a shout out too. for the Rage Form. And the Stitch Rage Form is all Den as well. Alright, let's end it there.